How did it affect your relationship? Like the kids, pregnancy. How was that for you guys?
You know what? Oh, go ahead. You want to say? Because I'm going to hold it to you. Like,
I was about to wing it.
I would say nothing really changed until I gave birth for us, because I walked in, obviously not pregnant. I clicked with the kids automatically, and we all have our own relationship. And then I got pregnant, and, you know, the attachment was closer. And then I gave birth, and now they think like that baby is theirs.
That's KK.
It is.
That's KK baby. That's not my baby. We just gave birth to them, and they just think that that's their baby.
Right.
But when the baby do come, it's a lot of mommy time. Like,
yeah,
they're so tired all the time.
Well, I breastfed, so and that was my goal, and so she's my first, and I'm just like, get away. But yeah, I think it challenged us so much in how I communicate. I think for me, I had to learn how to communicate what I needed from him, even though sometimes I still struggle. Like sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but
I'm like, but you are.
I'm in the kitchen. My anxiety's through the roof.
Right.
And it's just little things like that I would see would struggle. For me personally, I feel like it might be different for you, because I remember my one fear while I was pregnant, and it was I'm walking into the hospital as one person and walking out of the hospital as a person who's a part of a family of 5 instantly.
Yeah.
Like overnight.
I think about that all the time.
You know, you're walking in as one person and you're coming out.
Yeah.
Yo, I think about how, you know, pregnancy is something that's natural, that happens all the time, but it's also very unnatural. Like it just like there's a whole person in here. Like I mean, so it's not unnatural. I mean,
it's unreal.
It just feels unreal.
Surreal. Yeah,
it's surreal. Like I'm like, yo, in a couple of months,
you got to have
there's gonna be a little person,
and they are gonna want every part of your attention, your love, your just everything you're covering. Like they are reliant on you, and you're gonna be like entirely
right.
And there's gonna be days where it's like, ooh, you testing mommy needs a second. But if there's somebody I learn patience with, is with him and my daughter. And that's two different types of patience, because I'll be like, I know y'all are not the same age right now, get it together. But it's different, and you're gonna be like, the one thing I don't know, but I'm just saying the one thing I love with him is just his interaction with all 3 of his kids. And I always say this about Calvin. Calvin does not, he may have a favorite and doesn't tell me, because I know CJ's his favorite, but he don't tell me.
He's the only boy.
He's the only boy.
But he's not my
He's not his favorite. He doesn't have a favorite. But Calvin truly treats all his children the same. Like I could never say like, well, he treats Kaylin different. No, like from head to toe, there is no child he treats differently. And when you see that connection that he has, and you see how much the kids like cling on to them, even for me, like sometimes I'll take a step back, like, yo, like sometimes the kids just need to be with their dad. Like they don't need me in their face all the time. Like, so I'll mosey on up to my room. It's a little me time. But it's daddy daycare time too. And you know, sometimes CJ want that one-on-one with his dad. Sometimes KK wants, you know, she's a nurturer by nature. Like she'll check on, she'll call us to check on. And I'll be like, Dad, you don't ever check on me. She's like, I call your phone all the time, but it goes straight to voicemail. I was like, well, I gotta work on that. But they're like that. And it's just, you're gonna fall in love with your partner when you see how he is with the human being that you guys
so
brought
you
to
didn't fall in love until you see me.
Again, in a different way.
Again, in a different way, my boy.
Nah, I'm joking.
Skyns.